want to break free from the money trap and make millions or even billions, pay attention. Let's think of money as a tool, something like a ruler or a measuring tape. When you buy a book from an online store or when you get your salary, money is the tool that measures how much value is being exchanged. It's like saying, this book is worth this many inches on the ruler, except instead of inches, we use currency. Money is often just called a way to buy and sell things, but it's more than that. It's a way to show how much something is worth to us. When you spend money on a new phone, you're saying, the enjoyment and use I'll get from this phone is worth these many rupees to me. The price isn't just made up by you, it's set by everyone buying and selling phones, creating a common value. Now, why does this matter? Because sometimes we think of money as something good or bad. You might have heard, money is the root of all evil. We see someone with a lot of money and wonder, how did they get so lucky? Who lost out for them to win? But we don't often ask, what good thing did they do to earn that money? Understanding money as a measure of value helps us see it's not good or bad by itself. It's like a blank canvas. What matters is what we do with it. Yes, there are people who trick others into thinking something worthless is valuable, but that's not about money, that's about honesty. Money gives you choices. It can help you explore new places, learn new things, or even help others. The decisions you make with your money show what's important to you. So, if money is a way to measure value, what does that mean for someone struggling to make ends meet or drowning in debt? Knowing that money equals value doesn't magically fix financial problems, but it can change how we see money. Instead of just a cause of stress, it can be a way to plan and dream for the future. To really understand this, ask yourself, how do I see money? Is it just for paying bills, or is it a way to achieve my goals? Your answer will shape how you use money and what it brings into your life. Let's take a closer look at the flow of money in our lives, which is very much like the cycle of water in nature. Money flows into our lives, much like a river flows into a lake, and it flows out just as water evaporates or continues downstream. This cycle is often reflected in our income and expenses, but another way to view it is through the lens of production versus consumption. Imagine you're a gardener. You plant seeds your labor and grow a crop your income. When harvest time comes, you have a bounty to enjoy. But then, you also consume the fruits of your labor, whether it's eating the vegetables or selling them to buy other necessities. This is the essence of production versus consumption. For most of us, money enters our lives because we've created value through our work. It's the vegetables we've grown in our garden. Money leaves our life when we consume, whether that's subscribing to a streaming service, buying a new vehicle, or purchasing a home. These are the things we buy with the money from the crops we've harvested. Our net worth can be seen as the health of our garden. It's a measure of how well we balance our production, the crops we grow, and our consumption, the crops we use up. Now think about the statistics I mentioned earlier. Where do you see the imbalance? Is it in the production or the consumption? Reflect on your own financial garden. Consider all the money that has flowed in and out. How much have you kept or invested in assets? Which part of your financial management needs more attention? It's likely both, but for many, the greater challenge is managing consumption. Remember the study that showed a significant number of workers live paycheck to paycheck. It also revealed that even among those earning substantial salaries, some still struggle to save. It suggests that even if you have a bountiful harvest, if you consume all your crops, you won't have any left for the future. It's not about growing more vegetables, it's about managing what you do with them. As we've seen with some wealthy individuals who have faced financial ruin, having a great production doesn't help if you have a problem with consumption. It's like having a garden that produces an abundance of vegetables, but if you eat them all without saving or selling some, you'll end up with an empty pantry. The key is to find a balance between the two, ensuring that your garden remains fruitful and sustains you through all seasons. Let's talk about the so-called rat race, which is often described as a never-ending, pointless pursuit. It's a term that's sometimes used to criticize the traditional 9-to-5 job, suggesting that such work is a trap. However, this view can be quite unfair. It overlooks the fact that many people find satisfaction in their jobs or have goals beyond their work hours. A true rat race is living on the financial brink, where you're just one paycheck away from financial disaster. It's a precarious situation where money seems to vanish as soon as it arrives, and the more obligations you have, the riskier it becomes. Losing a job or facing an unexpected medical emergency can quickly turn your financial world upside down. This constant financial pressure can transform your job from a choice into a dire necessity, just to maintain your lifestyle or manage debt. But there's a way out of this cycle. The first step in personal finance is to become aware of your relationship with money. This often involves tracking your monthly expenses across various categories like housing, transportation, food, and entertainment. It's about understanding your habits as a consumer, which can be challenging due to what's known as the ostrich effect, our tendency to avoid confronting unpleasant financial realities. Once you're past this stage, it's time to take control of your spending. Budgeting is key, setting limits on how much you'll spend in each category and sticking to it. It's about critically examining your consumption and finding ways to reduce it, allowing you to live within your means and save for the future. Before you consider investing, it's wise to establish an emergency fund savings set aside for unexpected situations, typically enough to cover 3 to 6 months' worth of expenses. Living below your means is crucial. After all, why choose a lifestyle that stretches your finances thin? Our financial behaviors are also influenced by cognitive biases. The ostrich effect is just one. There's also hyperbolic discounting, where we prefer immediate gratification over long-term benefits, like buying the latest gadget instead of saving for retirement. Then there's social proof, where we mimic the spending habits of those around us, leading to the keeping up with the Joneses syndrome, competing with neighbors in a never-ending display of wealth, often to our own financial detriment. Escaping the rat race isn't about shunning the 9-to-5. It's about creating a sustainable financial lifestyle that allows for both present enjoyment and future security. It's about making informed choices that align with your personal values and long-term goals, rather than succumbing to societal pressures and short-term desires. Earning money is all about creating value in a way that others are willing to pay for. It's like planting a garden. You need to grow something that people want, whether it's vegetables, fruits, or beautiful flowers. For example, you might have a knack for baking and decide to start selling your homemade cakes and cookies. Or perhaps you're good with technology and create a mobile app that helps people manage their daily tasks more efficiently. It's not just about the product itself, but also about solving a problem or fulfilling a need. Take the story of Ben Francis and Gymshark. He saw a gap in the fitness apparel market and filled it with high-quality, community-focused products. His success wasn't just because of the clothes he sold, it was about creating a brand that people wanted to be a part of. Most people earn money through their jobs, working from 9 to 5. But that's just the beginning. You can also use your talents and interests to create additional value. Maybe you're a talented musician who starts giving lessons on the weekends, or a skilled craftsman who sells handmade furniture. Understanding how you can produce value means looking at your skills and passions and finding where they meet a need. It's about seeing yourself not just as an employee, but as someone who has something unique to offer the world. Whether it's through a service, a product, or an idea, there are countless ways to turn your abilities into income. It's about finding your niche and filling it with something only you can provide. In the vast digital playground of the internet, you've probably seen creators like the legendary Mr. Beast. His estimated net worth is around $500 million to $700 million. He's crafting videos that captivate millions. These creators don't just make videos, they build empires. They earn through YouTube ad revenue and by launching their own lines of merchandise. But here's the kicker, they don't do it alone. They hire talented folks to perfect their thumbnails, edit their videos, and handle the business side of things. This smart move is what we call leverage, using other people's time and skills to multiply your own efforts and income. And it's not just about YouTube. Leverage is a powerful tool in the financial world too. Remember our video on leverage? We showed how the wealthy use borrowed money not for splurging, but as a strategic tool to amplify their wealth. By investing borrowed funds into ventures that yield higher returns, they're able to grow their fortunes more rapidly and efficiently. We've broken down the different types of financial leverage for you, from using loans to invest in real estate to funding a startup. With this knowledge, you too can start earning in a way that's faster, smarter, and more seamless. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. We have lots of financial videos on the way. See you in the next one.